Welcome to Real Talk, where it gets hot, spicy, and to the drama. So you guys are vertical legends and have been in so many of these shows. So we all want to know how these shows have changed your lives as people.
Well, it was weird because when we did Fated to My Forbidden Alpha, it was at a point where I almost quit acting completely because it was during the strike in 2023 and I wasn't booking anything and I was in a really bad rut mentally. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. I'm not booking. Even my agent was like, yeah, there's just nothing happening right now. And it was dark times for a lot of actors. And then I got this one audition. I didn't know what it was for. I sent in the tape, but it was past the due date. I didn't even send it in on time. And then not even an hour later, my agent was like, yeah, you booked this. And then a week later we started filming it. And that's when I met Kasey. And then months later, I think it was 2 months later when it came out, I was like, wow, our faces were all over TikTok. My friends, my family, people I went to high school with were sending it to me going is this you? And I was like, oh my God, it is. I was so flustered and it was a weird feeling because I never thought that anyone would actually see it, I guess. It really took me by surprise that my whole For You page on TikTok was just us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the craziest scenes was me walking while he's near the car and then I'm walking with a trash bag. And I just remember that because I was everywhere on my For You page and I was like, oh gosh. But it's crazy because I only had 60K on Instagram during that time. And then after that, it went up to 90K. Then I did my second one and it went to 100K. So my following grew massively. So I do owe it to ReelShort for that because I really do just thank the universe every day that I actually sent in the tape. Because if I didn't, who knows, it would have been another girl that would get to sit here right now, doing what I'm doing. So
my agent had just let me go. So the day after I went on the casting sites and I was okay, I'm gonna, start self-submitting because I wasn't, booking anything at all. And I saw the Fated to My Forbidden Alpha listing and this Alpha Alexander character. And I was like, oh, this is unique. This is werewolf. This is fun. And on that side, it was labeled as a mobisode. It wasn't even labeled as a vertical. I sent in my tape, didn't hear anything. And then a friend of mine from acting class messaged me and she was like, hey, I'm friends with this producer. And they said they're looking for this Alpha Alexander character and they can't, they haven't found him yet. And I was like, oh, I actually sent in a tape for that. So I guess they didn't like it. But I was like, I'll reach out to her. So I sent her a message and she was like, hey, Kasey, yes, we saw your resume. Basically we didn't see your tape yet. And so they went back and watched it and I had it booked that night. And my mom was like, what did you book? What are you doing? And I was like, oh, it's like a short form episodic. And she was like, what's that? And I'm like, I don't know. I actually don't know what this is. And 2 weeks after it came out, I remember getting one message that said greetings from Mexico. And then another message that was I love you from Sydney. And I was like, this isn't normal. Then it just snowballed from there. I'm so grateful that we did that show when we did because it was early on and we were able to lead the way. And, it's led to now working full-time as an actor and building a global audience. And, for most actors, that takes 5, 10, 15, sometimes it doesn't happen. So to do that in less than 2 years, that's all due to the vertical structure.
You guys are both working actors now, and ever since you guys started on Fated, I'm sure there's been many opportunities that have come your way since, and we would love to hear what some of those have been.
Well, outside of doing a lot of vertical series, the audience building has been a really key piece. So actually, tomorrow, I'm going to the Philippines to do a meet and greet at the Mall of Asia with vertical fans. And I'm speaking at the American Chamber of Commerce of the Philippines on the rise of vertical dramas. And I think that, I mean, that is obviously cool, but also the press that, you know, we have both done for various mainstream publications to, you know, really get our names out there. You know, that's been an amazing opportunity. You know, Wall Street Journal, Rolling Stone, New York Times, like really big publications that are covering this. And that's been really, really amazing and really, really humbling.
Yeah, I would say like just so many people reaching out wanting to know like what it is that we're doing exactly, because I feel like a lot of people, especially at first, had so many different ideas as to like what it was, what the process was like. Since we were kind of like a few of the first people to start doing it, it's like we get to say that, and that's like kind of special because like not many people can say that, because now it's like everybody's doing verticals. I feel like everyone I know has like started to do them, but we were doing them at a time where like no one really knew what it was, and like it wasn't exactly like cool yet. Like now it's the cool thing. I don't know, like it's like what everyone wants to do. My following just like grew massively, like so many like people from all over the world. Like it's actually quite incredible, especially like the young girls that like follow me. Like I couldn't ask for like anything better, because that is like I feel like the best thing. And then like brands just sending me like random packages, like PR and stuff. I was like, I never got that before. And now it's like, it just happens all the time.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that part up because some of the messages that we get, these really do help people get through their life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they're going through something difficult or, you know, just need an escape. You know, I get messages from people who are like, I'm so happy that I found these. Like these shows really make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
And as an actor, that's all I can ask for.
How do you guys feel that you've grown as actors since starting in the verticals?
My ability to keep stamina is way more than what it used to be. Like I used to get like tired really easily. I mean, I still do, but doing these, like, because we shoot so much, so many scenes a day, so many pages, it just like I've gotten the ability to be quick on my feet. And I feel like before, like that was something that I lacked as an actor, and I just didn't I didn't push myself enough. But with these, like I've definitely like pushed myself past that point. And like memorization, it was never that hard for me, but now it's like I'm pretty good with it. Like I can just like know it, and to just like go past my comfortability, because I would say I'm more of like a subtle actress, and doing these you have to be very expressive. And I've gotten a lot of notes from, you know, a lot of the directors telling me to like show more emotion, so it's also pushed me in that direction of being more theatrical, which I think that I needed.
Yeah, I mean, not having been on set like a ton, you know, before doing that first vertical series, for me, it's just been comfortability on set.
Yeah.
Like knowing everyone's position, knowing what everyone's supposed to be doing, and now, you know, feeling like more of a leader on set versus someone who's like just sort of being told what to do, you know, with everything. I feel like I can go in and sort of see what we can do to make sure it's actually a more successful shoot. And that feels really good because now I feel like I can go into any other type of shoot
Right.
and know that what, you know, we've experienced on some of these vertical sets with the chaoticness and the pace, other sets will feel like a breeze.
Yeah.
So it's given us an amazing boot camp.
Absolutely. I feel like you guys are both like on set. It's like second nature now. You guys just know exactly what to do and what's coming. And compared to like feature films or short films that are much more slower paced, you guys are like, it's like being thrown to the wolves, and you just have to go, and you have to memorize 15 pages a day. And it's just, that's how it is. And you guys have both obviously risen to the occasion and have become super successful in the vertical world.
And sexy. Thank you.
Successful and sexy. You guys have a new show. Tell us about that.
Ooh, I was under a lot of rain for quite a while. But I will say, like, it was a new experience because we got to shoot those scenes at Sony Studios, which was the coolest experience because none of the other verticals have done that yet, where they've shot on a studio lot. And I thought that was really cool that we got to experience that first. And it was just so surreal because it's like I've wanted to do that for so long. Like that was like a dream of mine. and it was really cool that like I got to be there, and it felt different, even though I was like standing under like 4 different rain machines. It was so cool.
I didn't get wet. That was probably what made it more fun for me.
And you
But
still said that you were cold.
I was still cold.
The audacity.
But I did bring you an umbrella in that scene. So
Yeah, he saved my life by bringing me an umbrella.
yeah, I mean, that day shooting at Sony was so cool because even everyone on the crew was like, wow, this is really special. Because it was also a signal of the vertical industry's assimilation into traditional Hollywood and how, it's getting less and less separate or other. It's really becoming a part of things.
Yeah.
So that was cool to be a part of that for the first time.
So basically, Emily's like a farm girl,
Right.
and she like basically gets dumped, and then you come along and
I just want to make sure I explain it in a way that's not like that. I mean, yeah, you're a farm girl and I save you. That is what
yeah,
happens.
I mean, so
Save her from what? The rain?
Emily is a farm girl, and something happens kind of like with her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, if you will. And I don't want to give like too much away, but she ends up cold, alone, and broke, outside in the rain, crying. And then, her Prince Charming comes and saves her with an umbrella. And for her, I think like for the character, because, no one is ever nice to her, and she's used to like being treated badly and being miserable, like that was such a big moment for her, because she's like, wow, like you're being kind, like you must want something for me. And even like leading into like when she gets into his car, like she even like feels that she's like, oh, like you must like want something from me, you must want to do something to me, but like he's actually like just there for her. And
Yeah, I mean, if you liked Faded in My Forbidden Alpha, you will like this
you
story.
will like, yeah,
It's
very similar.
it's that in a different packaging,
Yeah.
which was fun to do.
It was, yeah, it was like a little tribute to,
Yeah,
yeah.
I felt it.
Can you guys give us a little taste of the dynamic between your 2 characters?
Well, I think it's like our dynamic in real life. I attempt to be nice, and I remember when we first met. Autumn looks at me and she's like,
I did not.
"Yes, you did."
Did I actually?
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't think I looked at you like that. When was that?
The first day at Faded.
But like, what day was it? Like, where was it? Like, I don't
Day
remember.
1, as soon as you saw me.
I looked at you like that?
Yes.
I don't remember that. I mean, I guess I unintentionally look at a lot of people like that. I probably looked at Amanda like that when we first met.
Yeah.
You're like, no. Well, because sometimes I just can't control my face, and I'm just like,
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. I think that's how this story sort of starts, where I'm like showing kindness, and you're like,
I am so nice to you, though.
no, you are very nice. I didn't take it any sort of way. It's just funny because I think that is our dynamic.
Well, I think it's because like you have a very like interesting personality. Like I feel like on set, like you're just so like weird and quirky, and it's like, but like
Okay, here we go.
I am too, though. That's what I'm saying. And so like
Yeah.
it works because like we feed off of each other, so it makes it fun on set.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like a funny awkwardness.
Yeah, but you're way more awkward, I think. I would know. Yeah.
I do like to make bad jokes around her. I like to test material on her.
Want to share?
He's
with
always
us?
saying like, and you understand my humor. Sometimes when he says jokes, I'm like, I don't really know if I do. Like, I'm like, what are you saying, dude? Like,
But where'd you get that?
what?
Your beauty.
Aww.
See, this is what I mean.
Got her.
This is what Kasey is like on set all the time. All the time.
So would you guys say that your characters are having a more steamy romance, or is it something different?
Well, during one of like the steamier scenes, I fell off the bed. But that was like Autumn coming out, because like I was supposed to like kind of like whirl myself around on the bed, and then I ended up just like falling on the floor. Yeah, I would say like there is, I guess, like a bit more like sexual tension scenes in this one than in Faded, because I think in Faded to My Forbidden Alpha, like, because it was so new, they didn't really know quite what to do with those scenes. Like, I think the most like intense scene was probably like the blindfold scene, but like I don't even think you were in that scene. It was me getting blindfolded though. But like yeah, it wasn't like too steamy. So I think this one definitely has like more of that kind of like steamy romance kind of vibe to it.
Not to give anything away, but when I show up with bunny ears, suspenders, and a bow tie, no shirt, that can give you some explanation for why she very quickly rolled off the bed.
So this is your second ReelShort project together. When you guys were offered the role, did you know that you would be co-stars again, or how did you find out it was each other?
So I was like in New York at the time working on another one, and then I went like right on to Ours after it. But they had like a couple of other options. I even read with Jake, who we worked with on In Love with the Alpha. But for some reason that didn't work because they thought that he looked like way too young. So he has a baby face. So then they asked me, they're like, what about Kasey Esser? Like, you haven't worked with him in a while. Like, was your experience good? And I was like, yeah, like, I was like, it was great. Like, I don't know why they just thought that, I don't know, like, I don't know. So yeah, then I heard from him that like he would be down to do it. And so we kind of knew like before, like even before I got the script.
So we actually have some footage from Love in the Rainstorm, and we are going to all watch it together so we can get your reactions to some of these scenes.
All right.
Oh, Lord. Ooh, okay. Wow, so this is not the duffel bag.
It's giving farm girl.
Oh.
The gel.
Oh. That guy means business. Oh, you're in love.
I am.
Love at first sight.
Oh.
Oh.
He got that
So stealthy.
And I see it.
The duffel bag is gigantic. What the? Can I ask why you have corn on the cob in your bag?
Oh, it's from my family's farm. I was bringing it to my boyfriend.
Oh, the rain.
Oh no.
It was hard remembering my lines, like because I had so much rain pouring down my face. Oh, she just throws it.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, he pulls out that umbrella as a flex. No, by the way.
That's where I actually started crying.
That was really good, Autumn.
It was really good, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I was very sad.
Who is this?
I wonder, could it be Kasey?
Oh!
With the umbrella.
They got the umbrella reveal. Come with me if you want to live.
So do you think your characters were already starting to love each other at this point?
When I saw her throw that corn on the cob, that was definitely a major turn on. And then, you know, when I saw her in the rain, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta help her.
The memories. Sweet memories.
This is why I can't wash myself. Oh my God. You are my wife. It's part of the job. You're my wife.
I have to marry him to be
I went your house?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That was like take 9 of that.
Yeah, we had to do that so many times.
close.
Aww.
The shoes.
The shoes. Oh, that was a cute dress.
Aww.
Touch me again and I'll call the police.
Call the police.
Who do you think you are?
It's not good enough for you, Mr. Anderson.
Wearing trash. Ah, yes, the shoes.
Yeah, this is only the first of 3 times I put shoes on you in this.
Wait, actually, that looks good. Like,
Oh. Okay.
that is, as they would say, beautiful foot.
Anderson?
What? I'm just,
You're like, all right.
I know, literally.
Didn't know they had so much power.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. But before you go, we have to have our Real Talk tradition of the Polaroid selfie.
Oh.